step back in. All right, it's on. Levels look good. I think we're ready to play some D&D.
What level are we?
You are. Some of you are level 9. Some
20.
of you are level 10. No.
You said levels look good to me. That's
Aren't
20.
some of you level 11?
No. I wish I was.
No. I don't think anybody is level 11 quite yet.
I think War is to sleep.
Yes. No. I don't think War is even on the brink of that quite yet.
I thought he was.
No, he's not looking like he's ready to level to 11 yet.
He reset his maximum last time.
Yeah, I just leveled to 10.
Yeah, he just leveled to 10. So yeah, we're not that strong quite yet. But to step back into the world of Tomb, where last we left our heroes, our party had made their way into the Gears of Hate, one of the lowest levels within the tomb, if not its very bottom. Our party went into the actual mechanisms themselves to discover exactly what functions these rooms might hold. Within, you found twisted, rotten gardens and sort of ancient, dusty, poisoned dragon trap as well, locked within the metal, stone, and steel chambers that your party had begun to traverse. Alexandria pushed furthest forward among you as the gears began to shift out of your control, turning and moving, cutting off passages and threatening to separate our party. The majority of you lunged into the sort of poisoned dragon, black dragon chamber, and as the room turned, the sort of slotted holes in the mouths of the dragon hissed with air, but no poison came out to harm you. Alexandria jutted forth, separating herself from the party into a control room chamber, encountering an individual who seemed to be the one to have pulled said lever or pushed said button to turn the gears that had sort of thrown our party off. But before truly encountering them, they disappeared into the darkness, scratching one conflict off of Alexandria's list. She then went forward to mess with the controls of this room. You discovered a few functions. One seems to make a telepathic communication with a unknown entity by the name of, and I'll pull their name up here because I have it. I wish I would have written it on this, but I didn't. So it is somewhere else. What number is it? It was a very weird name, but an individual who introduced themselves as Gully Rule. And seemed very, very interested in knowing more about you, Alexandria, but with full control over the contact with that creature, you decided to find the other functions of this room, one of which being a star-shaped lever that locked in place once pulling it down, filling the chamber with that horrible silver liquid that covers many corners of this floor. And upon unfortunately, immediately afterwards, pressing one of the, I believe it was the red button, which made an iron door slam down from the ceiling, sealing the room itself and having it slowly fill with this liquid. Luckily, you have a host of spells at your disposal. You were already floating above the floor and had many spells to be able to escape the situation, so without much pressure you had time to figure out the other functions of this room. After a quick knock spell, getting rid of that door and any actual perceived threat, you went through all the other controls to discover that you could actually shift the configuration of the gear-shaped rooms. Upon sending your party on a bit of an adventure, a bit of a merry-go-round of the rooms spinning as you experimented, they finally reset to their original formation, and upon doing so, something had happened in the chamber you previously walked through. In the rotted compost piles, they seem to have come alive, as one of them now fills the archway of the dragon poison chamber, sort of completely framing our dear Victor in its horrifying form. And I'll remind you what those look like, because it's fun. There you go.
Do it.
And we're going to begin our session by rolling initiative, as these things are immediately a threat.
I like the halfling that's catching a ride.
Yeah, right? There's a guy in there. If you look at that
Yeah.
illustration, there's a guy in
It's
there.
totally canon.
That might be human sized. Shambling mounds are big.
Before you roll, I'm going to put you guys on the correct map. You're going to see a lot more than you usually should. You should see the room Alexandria's in, the current gear room, and the gear room you were in. Does everybody see all three of these chambers?
Aye.
Perfect.
You.
This is for a purpose, not because of what you can visually see, so keep track of like what you think your line of sight can see, but this is for the purpose of not having a complicated battlefield where I have to constantly relay information to you guys of what is where. You would have knowledge that there is more than one of these horrible shambling mounds, as it would seem the whole room is sort of just writhing with them. So there are 3 tokens here, and you have that knowledge. Everything else that you can see, you have the general knowledge of, even if it's outside of your line of sight. Just keep line of sight in mind. And these little pink things are your vision tokens, so don't move those. You have control over them. Just sort of leave them where they are if you can. Unless you can't see something, you need to adjust them slightly, but they are literally there just so that you guys can see everything. So let's get those initiatives. I'm only missing initiative from war.
Am on it.
Okay. And you are down 1 Lucanu for this fight. Are you guys interested in using one of your combat NPCs, that being, let me quickly see here, player folder, that either being Zal
Biff
or
or
Biff? Atan is not a combat. He can, but you don't want it. let me just say.
I don't think we need them. This is a 4-man adventure, right?
It is a 4-man adventure. I'm just asking if we want them. But if go ahead.
Let's be real. It was always just 4 men here. This is the real party.
Oh my god.
You realize Dustin's gonna watch
Shots
this video eventually
fired.
and be like,
Oh, he knows. Okay, and let's get initiative for them. Okay. Oh, nice. Good shit. All right.
I hate your initiative luck
I
when it
mean,
comes
just
to monsters.
I mean, the 2's there. It's pretty low. Victor, you do get to act first, which makes good sense here because you immediately feel that sort of horrid breath, the stench of these rotten creatures pouring forth from this room. You also get a hinted smell of a poison, a decay added to it that's just utterly unnatural as this horrible thing frames your character, Victor. What would you like to do?
Victor, I have but one request.
what's that?
Hold the door.
It is worth noting, this creature is squeezing.
That sounds
You
like
know,
disadvantage
lightning
on
bolt?
dexterity saves.
or fireball?
Well, I made a new symbol. It's on the end of any of the symbols for squeezing, so we know.
I've got a couple different options.
Yeah, you have an action, a bonus action, and movement, a possible bonus action and movement available to you. What do you do?
So I'm not grappled or anything yet, right?
Not yet. No. So neither side is surprised by this situation. You are aware of your enemies as much as they are aware of you. Yeah, there's no stealth going on. You are able to act.
Is this
It
area
can get an
lit?
opportunity attack. War's
How
light,
much can I see?
War's light will cause enough light, I think, for you to at least dimly be able to view that this entire thing is just filled with these things. There's
Okay.
a lot of pain back here.
That's all I need to know. So I am going to move and invoke attack of opportunity.
Okay, you're invoking an attack of
Yeah, so I'm gonna move. I'll start 5, and then go ahead, and
Okay,
I assume
well,
he's gonna take it.
Yeah. Let's do the attack of opportunity here and now. Okay. What's your armor class?
AC is 15.
15. 12.
No,
You see
16,
this
sorry.
huge sort of meaty pile of vegetation slam down onto the floor. A little bit of wetness splashes on the stone in the place that you once were, Victor.
Okay,
But you narrowly dodge out of the way.
so that's 5. 10. Oh, and my roll 20's freaking out. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And I'm gonna drop a fireball right in the middle of all of them.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that damage. Let's roll out. You can effectively do that
So,
without
just
hurting your
the
friend.
assumption is, yeah. So I would move the point off just enough.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, there's plenty of spots you can put it that put it more than 20 away from more.
Okay. Yeah. You good. Okay, so that is
Okay,
that
DC 17.
higher spellcast. So we're looking at a 32 for damage,
9.
right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
32 for damage. DC 17. All right, I need to make some saves for all of them. It's going to be dex based. One of them is going to be at disadvantage because it is squeezing. I'm going to do that one first. So this is going to
It
be
wrecked that
the
one.
lower number. 6 is not going to make it, though its higher number wasn't going to make it either. It is 32.
Yeah, I love
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Victor has a really good spell save.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Yes, I do. It's nice.
Okay. And then the other ones are going to roll normally in the back, so let's get some saves for them.
Yeah,
13 and a 15. Nobody saves.
That's right. Eat it.
Victor cheats.
Eat all that fire.
So you see the fire cascade into that opening. Just it immediately just fills that area with flame. But I think you would immediately notice, passive perceptions not failing you, that the flames seem to almost absorb into them. They have resistance to fire.
Wonderful.
And plants.
I was gonna say, yeah, it was either that or cold, and
They're
I
either weak to it or strong.
yeah, yeah.
Depends
These are
on
the
how much water is
I
inside
was
their
gonna say
body.
these are the juicy ones, yeah. So well, that was close. And
I think you have some remaining movement, right?
nope, that's
Nope.
all 30.
And do you want to use a bonus?
I'm going to end my turn here because my bonus actions are spell slots.
Okay. It is my first shambling mount's turn. The one up in front. Oh, that's lucky. So, a mechanical note. I have added HP bars above tokens. You can see the HP bars of your enemies, but you will not see the number, and they are going to fill from the bottom up, and they are red. So you will actually be able to see visually the damage you've inflicted on a creature, but you won't exactly get to know perfect numbers of where something is at. So I thought that could be a fun visual element, and we'll see how it goes, and if we don't like it, we'll get rid of it. If we like it, we'll keep it. Alright, starting with this one here. I mean, Victor did move away. The closest heat is our friend War.
I am 2 squares up.
You are 2 squares up as well. Perfect. Yeah, you are right on the ceiling. These are only 2 squared rooms. So, yeah, 2 squares of height. It is high enough. It is also a 2-square creature, so it can get to you. So you are at the same. You're at the same height that it is tall. The ceiling. It would literally fill the room, ceiling to floor. So it is going to move up to the closest heat, and it's going to make some slam attacks on you. Or what's your armor class?
It should be 20.
20. Okay.
I think the level up screwed up my Yeah.
All right. So first attack, a 25.
Oh, I will take 10 bludgeoning damage.
10 bludgeoning damage. All right. It will take a second slam attack against you. 20.
That meets my AC.
So it hits you.
Yep.
So you will take 20, and according to its multi-attack, if both of these hit, you are grappled. So the escape is a DC 14, and it will use its engulf ability on you. Apply the damage. Did you already apply the damage to your?
I am working on.
Yeah, it should be 30 damage total.
It should be at 80.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Yep. So you are just engulfed. The shambling mound will engulf a medium or smaller creature grappled by it. You are technically grappled for a DC 14. You are blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe. So we are doing blinded. You can last a minute, right?
Without taking a deep breath.
Without
Because I can hold my breath for an hour if I take a breath.
Yeah, there's no breath involved here. So what is it just normal?
I think so. I don't know how that works.
I will let you know how that works in a moment.
Normal has to do with Constitution.
Yes, it will have to do with Constitution. I do have those rules up. So you have quite a few effects on you. You are blinded, you're restrained, and you are unable to breathe. I'm gonna make sure that you are at the front. And you must succeed at a Constitution saving throw at the start of each of its turns, or take damage. If it moves, you move with it, basically. Okay, cool. I just want to see if there's an escape. The mound can only have one creature engulfed at a time.
Well, the DC 14 is the escape.
Yeah, that's the escape.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's confirm what your suffocation area is looking like, because I feel like that is important information to have. Let me see. Did I delete that? No. Rule handout. Holding breath and suffocation. Got it. So you will suffocate in 2 rounds, I believe. So a creature that runs out of breath, which is the situation, you can survive for a number of rounds equal to your Constitution modifier. What's your con mod?
Con mod is 4.
Is 4. So you have 4 rounds to not. So let's make an item label. War suffocates. And we'll put a -1 on that. And we will bring that right up here, and that'll be 4 rounds. Until that happens. If you do run out, you will drop to 0 hit points and be dying. That's basically what will happen. Okay.
Okay.
So it moved. Let's see. What did it move? It was here. So it moved 15 feet. It will move 5 more feet forward with you inside. And now it is... I believe that's the end of its turn. That's everything that it does. Edwin, it's your turn. You
Okay.
immediately see this thing move forward after Victor's fireball goes off. Some of the flames just sort of are ignored. You don't see a lot of damage taken in by them. It moves forward and immediately just lunges up, opening like a giant maw and just completely engulfing War within it. And War is gone. You maybe see some hands.
I'm gonna move next to War,
Okay.
and then I am going to put up my Channel Divinity. I just have to grab up.
Bonus action?
And bonus action, I am going to cast a 3rd level spiritual weapon.
A 3rd level spiritual weapon. Let's get that on here. Thank you for putting that down. Let's see what we got here really quick. I should have a floating weapon here somewhere. Conjured
You had
Blade.
one at one point.
Yep, Conjured Blade. Let me get that and make it available to you. Controlled
And
by you.
And
Okay, that's
I'm actually
controlled
going
by
to
you.
place it here.
Okay.
And it is going to attack. And where's my... Oh, there it is. This one. Oh man, that was a terrible roll.
What is the... Is that its attack is 12?
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, I just rolled a 3. That sucks.
Okay. Yeah, it slices across the spiritual blade, unable to cut through the thick sort of layers of vines and penetrate anything. Anything else on your turn, Edwin? That is some of your movement. Is that all of your movement? 20 feet of movement.
I still have 10 movement if I wanted, but I'm gonna stay right next to it for now, I think.
All right.
Because I need to hit this thing.
And is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. All right. So this is going to be... That will be, I believe, because it is squeezing, so that'll be 10 feet there. And then it will be an additional 10 feet for 20. And then it's going to, so it gets here, so that's 20 feet of, that's total of the 20 feet of movement. It's going to use its action to dash. Does this count as an actual, like, space?
No.
Yeah,
I don't think that spiritual weapons are
Okay,
anything. Cool. I will double check though.
It is going to leave this space then and do a dash for 20 feet of movement to here. And it is no longer squeezed. That is its full turn because it had to use an action to dash. So we see another one just sort of clamber into the room right up to you, Victor. Yeah, they're pouring into the room. It is Alexandria's turn.
I have a very important question.
Yes.
What is the action to operate a thing?
You have
Is it, like,
you have
free action,
one you
or-
have one free object interaction, which is just one thing: closing a door, pushing a button, pulling a lever. That's one free, and then you can spend an action, a full action, to do another object interaction, which is the same thing. So you can get about 2 on a turn.
Okay, so as the literal thing I'm wanting to do, turn the rooms,
Yes.
would that be a free action?
It would be a free action to
a
so
button.
there are 2 things with the rooms, because I believe the blue dial is on the current configuration. That's where it is currently at. So you would have to change the blue dial to a different configuration and then push the button, which is 2 object interactions. So it would take you your full turn to switch the rooms. You can do it, but it would take your action and your free object interaction to do so.
Also, am I aware that this is even happening?
You can be if you think logistically you can hear these things. I would say it's up to you if you believe you have as much context as you think your character would have in this situation.
I think you can probably see one too.
Sure, yeah. I think visually you absolutely your square has the capability of seeing its square. So
Well,
yes.
I guess
You
it's-
would have heard a
it's too-
fireball go off too.
Yes.
It's too meta for me to think to change the rooms. Actually,
I will
now
leave
that
that
I'm
up to
looking at
you.
the
Yeah, I
board.
will leave that up
So,
to you.
she knows there's a fight going on. She has no idea that she could close one off. That doesn't make any sense. So she's going to come over. I'm still levitating, so I can just come
Yes,
right over.
you are 1 square off the floor, which will still
Yeah.
work for these hallways as well.
All right, so she's going to come around the corner, see that we're fighting a bunch of plants,
Yep, 25 feet.
and then she's going to say, "Where the hell's war?"
Oh, what is your levitation speed? Is that limited?
I don't think it's that limited.
I was
I
going to
think I
confirm it's
can-
not 10 feet per thing. If it's 10 feet, it's very slow.
The only limitation to it is how far I can ascend in a turn. So
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
could.
ascending. I'm just
You're pushing
yeah.
off the. You're pushing off.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
So
I just
I'm
want,
over here.
Yeah, I want to make sure we're not using levitation like flying. That's the only thing.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Okay, cool.
We
Yeah,
are not.
push off of something.
I
That was
think
fine.
with your current movement, you have something to push off with. You can be here. That works for me.
Okay, cool. So I see the mounds.
Yes.
I'm incredibly disappointed that they're here, but I am incredibly happy that they are here because I get to use a spell I never thought I would ever be able to use effectively.
Is it blight?
It is blight.
Yes!
Yes.
Clutch blight.
So I'm gonna look at the one that has taken damage. Everybody's around it. That seems like the important one. so
they've all
I am-
taken the same amount of damage so far. Yeah.
And
so-
missed.
This
Oh,
one and
well,
this one.
I can see like
They're
2
both wounded.
people. I can see more people around the one to the south than the one to the north.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to assume that's what we're focusing. Also, Victor's expendable, so like, not too concerned about that situation. Cool. So I'm going to reach out my hand. I'm going to snap a finger at the one to the south and cast Blight. As a huge floating skull appears above it, and it opens its maw and sucks the life energy from it into an unfeeling void. So the cool thing about Blight is if it's targeting a plant, it does maximum damage, and it makes its Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
That's so cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it'll be 8 times 8. What is that? What is 8 times 8?
64.
64.
64 max.
And then it matters what level you're at, too. It could do more if you're upping its level, because you get an extra d8 for every level.
Tempting, but I think this should
64
be fine.
damage. That'd be good.
Yeah.
It targets a plant or a magical plant. Let me confirm.
I think
Yes,
they're
large
plants.
plant. We're good. I'm just confirming.
Excellent.
If you target a plant, yep, it makes a saving throw disadvantage, takes max. Target a non-magical plant that is... Okay, cool. So, let's see that damage. You immediately target this when you point out. We see that skull rip out of arcane space and afflict this creature with the Blight spell.
Well, he doesn't need to roll. You just need to roll.
I need to... Well, I just
Yeah.
want to see his damage, because it's just like with a fireball.
It's max.
It's
max.
max.
It's max.
Oh, what's the DC?
He did-
It,
You're right, you're right.
15. It's making it at disadvantage.
Okay, yep, absolutely. Disadvantage, 615, and here we go. 3.
Yes.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Oh, that feels so good. I love being a necromancer.
64.
Yep, 64 damage.
Alright, watch this red bar.
That's what I'm
You did
talking
a lot of
about.
help.
That's what I'm fucking talking about. That is more help than I thought it had, but
Yeah, we immediately see it inflict. Some of the pieces begin to rot away. We see layers of it falling apart, the decay taking hold. Its absolute effect at its max rips into this thing.
The
Nice.
initial part is 32 on the other one.
What were we saying?
I was saying the initial amount of damage done to it was 32, so these things do have a lot of
well,
health.
half
Yeah,
of
this
32
is a
because
little
that's
chunky.
resistance.
Oh, yeah, half of 32.
oh,
yeah,
okay. Yeah. It was only 16. Still though, chunky boy. Anyways, I'm going to use the rest of my movement to push off the wall and.
From where you were, that's 20 feet. So you've
Oh,
got
Okay, let's get out of the back.
10.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, we'll still
Do you
adhere
do
to your
the
movement.
bicycle kick the whole way?
You know it.
I did give you concentration for levitation because I forgot to give that, so that is a spell you're concentrating on, Alexandria. But is that everything on your turn?
Yep.
And you did have your magic shield up, right? I marked your token with the
Yeah,
mage armor. Cool.
I still have mage armor, I think.
Good. All right,
Not that it really matters.
War. Your situation got very dark, very tight. You can't breathe. You feel yourself suffocating. You can barely move. You can't see anything. And you're just sort of claustrophobic all around you. You are trapped in here.
And all the vines around you suddenly got slightly smaller.
That's on
like
the
the
outside. He's deeper in. He sees no change. So the engulf won't hurt you until its turn, I believe. Yeah, it's a Constitution saving throw at the start of each of the mound's turns. Okay, so you don't have to make a save yet, but you are in this very
Yes.
dire situation. What would you like to do? You have an action about possible bonus and
Yep.
no movement, unfortunately, until you're not restrained.
I'm going to bonus action rage.
Okay.
Yes.
I will give you that. I will give that to you. Oh wait, you already did it.
I already did. Yep.
Perfect.
Do I attack the thing or do I try to get out?
You can attempt to attack. It's just at disadvantage because of
Right.
Yep. But you can
And
reckless out of it.
blinded and grappled.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just one disadvantage. So you're just,
yeah, I know. I was looking into all that.
That's the
Let's
best thing
see.
because even though those disadvantages are stacked against you, you only need one advantage to make it even.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna reckless attack.
Okay, it is just a normal attacks. see if we can rip out of this thing.
Alrighty. Ooh, 10.
You go to rip away, and these vines are too tight. You're barely able to move as you go to attack it, and it's just ineffective.
Alright, second attack. 15.
15 will make it. You'll be able to break away one of your arms and start to just hack at this thing with the best of your ability.
That'll be 11 points of damage, 3 of which are fire.
So the 3 will
So it'll
be
be-
halved to a 1.
9 total then.
9 total, okay. Yeah, you are attempting to the best of your ability to rip out of here to gain your freedom. I believe that's your full turn since you have no movement, since you are restrained.
Yes.
All right, you feel the little bit of air in your lungs that wasn't there. You can't intake. You feel yourself beginning to suffocate. It is another one of these things turns. It's going to be similar because it's going to take its full movement to get into here since it's squeezing. But once it's in, it is going to. Yeah, it's going to move about here. So let's see. It'll go. So it's going to dash. I believe we can just go here. Anywhere else would be squeezing. So it is all. They have all effectively entered into the room. Victor, it is your turn.
Okay. You like fire. How about ice? And he's going to wave his hand, and all 5 circles are going to show up. And I'm going to dump a cone of cold
Okay.
across these boys.
Okay, yes, you can do that without hurting anybody. I don't believe the spirit weapon takes any form of damage, right?
Spirit weapon is just visually there.
Yep,
That's
okay,
all it
cool.
is.
You can get
That's
all
a
of them
roll.
without touching your friends. Yeah.
Sweet. There's only one level I can cast this at. Excellent.
Okay.
31.
They're making Constitution
I
saves.
rolled 2 1s on those d6s.
Okay.
Yeah, con save. DC
Alright. The
17.
we'll start with the one closest to you and move down. That one will fail. The next one will fail. And the last one will fail. They all fail.
Yes. Good.
As they immediately, you see this sort of frost pour forth as those circles open around you and cover the outside of their forms. Let me apply that. It's 31. You see as the ice ripples around them that it doesn't seem to hold. It begins to break away in places. They have resistance to cold damage.
God, are you fucking kidding? Okay.
These things are elementally resistant, apparently.
Yeah, they don't fuck around here. Okay.
I've applied the damage to all of them.
Definitely gonna see that and go to back away again, even though it's opportunity. So 5 feet. Go ahead.
Okay. Opportunity attack. That one will still have its reaction. True. Going for a slam on you. 13 is not going to make your AC.
Thank you. Correct.
Yes.
You should back into a tunnel.
Yeah. So that was what 5,
5.
10, one corner, 15, 20, 25. That's all of my movement.
Okay.
Without
You have
having to
30?
leap. I have 30, but does that? Can I even step across that gap?
Yeah, I mean, you can. Yeah, you
Oh,
can go for it.
okay.
Freely. If
'Cause
you
that
wanna
looks
move-
like
if you want to move one more
I'd be
square,
sta-
you can go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like I'd be standing in the water
Okay.
there. So
If you go beyond that, I do have to move your token because those barriers are still there, and I don't want to turn off the free barrier because we'll move
Sure.
everywhere.
no problem. Okay. So I'll end my turn there
Okay.
without falling in the water.
War, make a Constitution saving throw for this engulf, since I believe it says.
I forgot to do this at the end of War's turn. Roll a d6, War.
Oh.
He's channeling divinity.
3.
And same thing, Victor.
Oh,
That temp HP?
Yeah, plus 8 to that.
Plus. So 11 total.
Yeah, and 10 for you, Victor.
10 on top of.
Excellent.
I like it. I like it. Thank you, sir.
As long as you're in the blue, I can either remove your fear or charm or give you temp HP.
Sounds good to me.
Let's see. So make a Constitution saving throw for me, War.
Yep. Just double checking. Cool. Con save. 18.
Nice. Let's see. Start each return to. Okay. So I think it says, yeah, it's just you take it. So no half. There's no half coming your way. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, Constitution saving
Excellent.
throw at the start of each turn. So yeah, you're sort of holding back against everything around you that seems to just be crushing you. Okay, it is going to move to here. It is going to suffer some. Well, can it suffer? Let me see really quick. Yeah, it's going to suffer some psychic damage from touching these stuff.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that stuff. I thought that was a pool of acid.
Nope.
Pool of
Yeah.
psychic goo.
It writhes as it moves to the side, sort of just pouring past it, and it does seem to not like being it. The minute it touches it, it just recoils from the goo, and it is going to do its slime attacks on you, Edmund.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, because that was, let's see, it was there, that's 10 feet of its movement, so yeah, it is going to do some of those to you. So what's your armor class, Edwin?
21, I think. Let's look.
Take a look for me.
21.
Whoa.
Okay,
You out AC
20 does not hit you.
I also have the shield spell.
A
if need
crit,
be.
I believe, will hit you.
Jesus.
Ah, God. Things
Automatically.
are rolling crazy.
18 points of damage as it slams into its form, even though sort of ripped apart by the necrotic damage, ice, fire, all these different things. It's still holding its form. You still see bits and pieces of war still completely tied in there. The majority of his form completely engulfed, but it slams down on you and is able to connect. But it will be your turn, Edwin.
Okay. Then I am going to activate Aura number 2. If it will let me get in my token settings. There it is. And I am casting... That's a terrible color. That's a better color. Oh, and not a circle. There we go. And I am casting Spirit Guardians at level 5.
Okay. Excellent. Let me look at these. Perfect.
Ignore the top number.
I
It's just the
do
bottom
not believe Spirit Guardian, unless it says it will do damage upon its cast. Let me see.
two.
Because it might. I believe Spirit Guardians just does damage on turn or if they enter.
Let me look.
When the creature enters the area for the first time on the turn, or starts its turn there, this is not technically entering the area, so it will begin at the beginning of its turn.
And then
Yeah, we'll have to specifically, because like Firewall will specifically say it does damage when it's cast.
okay, and then this guy is gonna move there
Okay.
and attack.
Okay, and that's your bonus action to activate him?
Yep.
Okay.
Oop, wrong one.
14 will not connect with the creature's armor class. It is still too thick of a hide.
I feel... Alright, and then I give myself a more temp HP.
Okay.
Not doing so hot here.
All right.
Well, I'm wound up now at least, so I've got all of my things running.
Oh shoot. Was that Spirit Guardian? Or not Spirit Guardian.
Started
I hit that thing, so it should have been Ancestral Protector.
Which one?
The one that I'm inside of.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that.
Oh, okay.
So that would have halved the damage to Edwin.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so yeah, return 9 HP because you took 18.
That
Sorry
put
about
me
that.
back to full health with my temp HP absorbing that original hit.
All right, so the Spirit Guardians, top of the turn to this one, starting its turn inside of your aura.
Okay. Let's do one of these. It's quicker.
Oh man, your Spirit Guardians is 5d8.
Bro.
Yeah, because I cast it at level 5.
Yeah, Guardians.
That's amazing.
Dope.
Does it have to make a save every time? It does, right?
Yeah, DC 17 Wisdom save.
Got it. Or halved, correct?
Or halved, yeah. It's a
Understood. Got it. 9, no save. And radiant damage?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Let me confirm.
And these are just little stars that join the moon of the sword.
Alright, yeah, they rip into its form. Whew.
That's chunky.
Dealing quite a bit. You rip into its form. Yeah, I think it's legit just gonna, it's gonna make its way across here and suffer the psychic. Not really knowing until now that that's a problem.
What bull?
Writhes as it curls away, and it's going to use its full action to be here. It's not quite squeezing yet. That is its turn, Alexandria. You see
Okay.
it filling the frame as Victor rushes in.
There is a new door.
Let's go.
So I think what we're gonna do with that one is second verse, same as first. Disadvantage Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay, we're spending another blight.
Bliget.
Understood.
That's all I'm casting during this fight.
Cast the
Spoiler
Bliget.
alert.
Okay.
How many level 5 spells do you have?
4. Level 4 spell, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
level
it's a
4?
little- Yeah, it's
Oh,
not.
okay.
It is not level 5.
Well, it can be cast at level 5. Okay, it is making that Constitution. It's Constitution?
Yep.
Okay.
At
cool.
disadvantage.
At disadvantage, and it needs to get a 15.
Yep.
Okay, it did not.
Oh,
Phew.
So another
Jeez, dude.
64, correct?
Yes,
Yep.
that's
Yep.
all appears behind it.
Oh, it's
glowing
dead!
Purple eyes.
It's dead.
Yeah.
What's fun is that's a surprise for me too, because it fills up and I don't see the final number. Yeah, how do you kill that? How do you kill this thing?
Yeah, the skull appears behind it. Its maw opening, sucking the life out of it, and as it shudders, its last skull opens up its maw even wider, and then chomps down on it, consuming it, and then disappearing into the aether.
Yes, it's all that's left is just this sort of necrotic ash left over from the wake of your spell. Alexandria, that's just your action.
I mean, I don't see where I'm gonna move. This feels pretty safe.
All right, stick in there.
I think I'm gonna take. Yeah, yep. I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay.
You have a shield, a victor shield.
War.
It is true.
It is your turn, War.
That's why I feel safe.
alrighty. I am going to attack again.
Okay.
Recklessly
yeah, okay.
again.
All right,
Yep.
sounds good.
This button. Normal roll. 13.
It's not going
Not
to
gonna
pierce.
hit.
You can't sort of break out of this restraint in the moment. Let's see about the second one. That one will.
23.
Same sort of thing that happened last time, sort of ripping your way in. The fire will be halved, so what's our total?
Yep. 13.
It's still hanging on.
I'm going
Feel
to
the vines
action
beginning to weaken.
surge
Okay.
and attack again.
That hits.
17
Just have the
for
fire.
another 10 points of damage.
It is destroyed. You describe this to me as I remove all of these effects on you.
War's definitely like struggling to do pretty much anything with this thing there, and he finally gets like one chunk in there that gets his arm free enough for him to whirl it around and slam it into the other side. The fire kind of bursting through underneath.
Perfect.
I think I have one more attack.
And we see the vines sort of fall off to your side. Yeah, you have your movement has returned, and you do have one more attack left if you action surge. That's true.
I also have my bonus action now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna.
You see
manifest
you finally see
Echo.
the situation before you. It's you're no longer blinded.
Yep. All of my stuff required sight. So I'm gonna manifest Echo and throw him right. Let's see. 5, 10. I'll throw him here.
Okay.
And then from the echo, I will do
You
my
should throw him
final. Like up a square, you're saying?
Yeah, so we can go
Yeah,
under
like-
him.
That's the usual thing that he does. And then, yeah, do my final attack from there. I'm still reckless, and now I don't have disadvantage, so I have advantage on this, right?
Yeah, if you're doing reckless
Yep.
from
Which I
the
should
echo,
mark as well.
that will hit.
So 17.
All right, have that fire for me and give me the number.
13. 13 damage.
Slice into it. The
Uh.
flame's not quite catching, but the weapon doing just as much damage as you'd expect.
And then
Oh, did
I'm
you
gonna
take any
use,
damage?
I'm gonna use one of my Unleash Incarnations and do one more attack.
Okay. As a bonus.
It is whenever I
free?
use an action. I have 4 of them a day.
Okay. It's a free action then.
Yes.
Will not connect.
14 will not hit. Okay. And then let's see. Or will step to here. Can I stand in the spiritual weapon area?
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
Okay. He'll go to here.
Okay.
Just to make that easier. And then that will be the end of his turn. I will find a reckless condition to put on him.
Oh, did you get any? Did you take any temp damage there?
I did not.
Okay, then we'll ignore that since you had a really high roll.
Okay. Turn.
Turn.
Okay. Let me see here. Let's see what this looks like. I'll do this. Can it get around? It doesn't really matter. Just gonna go for the first thing. Let's see. So this would take 10 feet of its movement, an additional 10. Okay. Yeah, because it's squeezing while underneath the echo. Okay. It'll be right here. That's its full movement. It is currently
Wisdom save.
squeezing. Oh yeah, wisdom save started the turn. That's absolutely true. So let's put him back here. Where are you?
Well,
at?
it doesn't matter. It can't stop him.
I know. I'm just making the roll. You never know. Wisdom save is going to be a 9. It's taking all of it. 6. Let's see. Yeah. I think it will put itself here. Suffer the psychic damage before riding away from it. Damn, that's always doing good. And then it is going to make a swing on 2 swings on Edwin at disadvantage. 21, right?
Yeah.
All right. New and no. It is Victor's turn.
Edwin, more like Hankwin.
Well, he's a cleric.
Yep.
Gwen. Frustrated that he blew a 5th circle for nothing, essentially. Victor's
Happens
just
to
gonna
the best
drop-
of us.
Sucks a lot. I'm going to cast Magic Missile
Okay.
at just level 1.
Okay. 3 missiles.
Yes, 3 missiles. A 1. Go through.
You think of the lollipop owl now?
A 2.
Whee!
Nice. We're looking at max so far. Where's that
Someday
third?
roll 20. A 3.
Nice. Almost
Wow.
max.
That was pretty good.
Good.
Damn.
they
Alright.
slam into its form. Boom,
Yeah,
boom, boom.
so totally Gilgamesh from Fate. He's just gonna like toss his cloak, and a bunch of circles are gonna open around him, and missiles are just gonna fly out, hit this thing.
It is
Yeah, they
weird that
rip in.
Gilgamesh is the archer.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
That is your action. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Victor? I'll move you further in if you want to go in.
I'm totally fine. Right when I am.
Okay, Edwin.
Okay. Since it moved up to me, I'm gonna move this out of him so I can see it.
Let me get the squeezing marker on him. He is squeezed.
I am going to
Your echo
use my
takes
bonus
up
action
space,
first.
It-
Echo does.
As an object, yes.
Right? Cool.
Um,
Oh, as an
I
object?
will- Yeah.
It's not a creature, necessarily. It is an object that would be considering.
So would I not be
It can still
squeezed, then?
squeeze.
Okay.
Yeah, it
We'll
would.
say it's squeezed.
I think it would.
Okay,
But-
we'll count it for a squeeze.
I haven't seen that one.
Just so I don't have to go back in time, because both those slams would have hit Edwin.
Mhm.
I would have just cast shield.
Yeah, okay. And that's-
So, come on, actually hit. There we go. So 14. The second thing is for my
Only
Ketchup
14,
only.
and it's force damage?
radiant,
Radiant. Okay, yeah, that rips through.
and then I will cast booming blade
Okay.
on it.
That's not the one that hits everything around you, right?
No. Booming blade is the one that if it moves after the fact, it takes
Oh.
extra damage. But it takes 2 piercing, 6 thunder, and 3 radiant.
Okay. That's thunder. Okay, cool. Alright, and it's marked, I'm guessing, then?
Yeah, if it
to-
moves,
if
it
moves,
takes
it'll
enough
fix.
more damage.
Alright, yeah. You slam that down. What's your weapon, Edwin? I don't think we've been...
Rapier.
No, this is, yeah, rapier. Do you just thrust it into its form,
Yeah.
and we immediately see just sort of this actual, like, boom come out and echo, sort of separating some of the vines. Anything else on your turn, Edwin?
That is it. Oh, I forgot to put a concentration marker on myself. I meant to do that real quick.
If that's your turn, Alexandria.
Well, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna waste. I think these things probably aren't gonna have a great wisdom saving throw. So we're gonna float over here. I'm gonna target the one that's alive, and I'm gonna hit it with Hole of the Dead.
Okay, it was
Yeah.
some saving throw.
That's a good spell. That's my ranged spell.
12.
It fails. All right, sweet. So, one more level and it'd be 3d8. But oh wait, no, it's 2d12.
Yeah.
It is 2d12.
Oh my god, nice.
Very nice, yeah. What type of damage?
Necrotic.
Yeah, we see more of it just peel away as that doom echoes out and immediately
yeah.
directs its arcane power at it, more of its form, just melting away from your necrotic magic. Anything else in your turn, Alexandria?
No, I think I'm safe here.
Okay.
I'm good.
Sounds good. War!
I will.
Shambling Mound is shambling before you.
Time to continue attacking.
Yes, you have advantage already because it's squeezed.
Okay. Um,
Oh,
I
I
will
forgot to roll
not
advantage on my
reckless.
attack. Oh well.
Fishing for crits. Should be fishing.
move my reckless then.
I almost got a crit anyways. That was a 19.
It's pretty close, yeah.
3,
That is enough to slay it.
14 damage. I'm gonna.
How do you put down
also,
this last one?
After being frustrated of being inside one of them, he's just gonna start hacking away, just like cutting plants with an axe. There he goes, chopping at it, you know. I'm also gonna use my second wind.
Okay, yeah, you can apply your second wind. Enemies There are no more in the room. You may add that much XP to your characters.
Ooh.
As the final shambling mound is no more with a flaming strike from War, its animated form is put down, and there are no more threats in this chamber.
Well done, team.
Well, could have gone a little better, but okay nonetheless.
I'd say that went rather well.
Speak for yourself.
I am.
Hey, you look fairly healthy, actually.
Yeah, was just suffocating for a bit there.
Sure, you probably will need a bath, but you know,
Don't you have something for that? You can just snap your fingers
and clean 1 cubic foot of like material. I think there's more than 1 cubic foot of turtle.
at least clean his face off.
I'll be fine.
See, he'll be fine, Victor. No need to dote on him.
Right, so what are you doing in there in the first place? Anyway, hiding?
Well, yes, actually. I wasn't going to go charge those things. I was content to fling spells from a distance. Something you should be very familiar with.
I meant before, but I do appreciate.
Oh, when I rushed in here as
Yes.
everything started turning? Yeah, well, to
Mhm.
our benefit, as you should have been aware, because I was relaying what I was doing with Edwin. But if you require a reminder, behind me is the control room for this place.
Mhm.
I have been the one rotating the rooms, trying to get them into an orientation where we could regroup again.
I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt here, Victor. I'm going to say you were here. That floor is covered in the liquid.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
forgot about that.
Good call. Okay.
Forgot.
I can also levitate if I need to be in there for any reason.
Benefit
so-
of the doubt that you're not standing in that.
Thank you for calling that, because I did forget that it was covered in garbage.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it's not stopping anytime soon, I think. It's probably broken.
will this fill eventually?
The door closes. But I knocked it, so it's
I
fine
mean-
now.
I mean, below us.
It's a very vast chamber. Alexandria would have that knowledge more than anybody else. Not anytime soon, Alexandria.
Oh, you mean where the liquid's draining to?
Where the rooms are turning, yes.
Oh god, no, they're giant columns. I don't think they could possibly have that much volume.
Certainly don't feel very tall. Here?
Well, these are chambers in giant columns that rotate. It doesn't matter. It's not going to fill up anytime soon.
Yeah, you can look down between the crack, Victor, and see it goes down 10 feet to the water.
Can I look up? Can
The
I see
ceiling
everything?
above is, and I have an exact number. The ceiling above in this chamber, which it would have given me about 20 feet above.
Okay. So not as tall as I was thinking, but
Technically, yeah, so it's 10 feet down, and it'd actually be 10 feet up. Yeah, because the cavern ceiling is 20 feet above the foul surface of the lake.
Mm-hmm.
And regardless, the chamber below is a lot wider than it is taller. So
True.
Hmm?
True.
Ah,
Mhm.
yes, true. Sorry, I'm so used to people disagreeing with me. I assumed you were about to say something sassy.
Normally I would disagree with you, but you are correct. So
Anyways,
Have
there.
figured out the contraption over there. Do you know how it works?
For the most part, one of the knobs allowed me to psionically communicate with somebody. I'm not sure who they are, but there appears to be only 2 orientations where we can proceed through these chambers. One is in the middle rung to the north, and then the eastern to the southeast. So
Yeah, let me bring the the handout back to you if you
Looks like there's 5 total entrances.
need it. Yeah, let's get this handout. Also, since you guys have already passed this room, I don't think there's any plans to go back. There's a handout here that I'll probably forget about.
There are 2 on the east one. Okay.
Our friend Napaka. This is what she looks like.
Whoa. Stone juggernaut? Okay.
I pinioned her to the ground.
She will hurt no one. Very
I'm not
comical
sure the
picture,
pinions are
though.
gonna work.
Yeah. I like that Indiana Jones, literally, Tomb Raider thing going on.
But anyways,
So, is there a room beyond? I mean, is this simply just to spin us around and knock our heads, or is there a pathway?
of interest to us, there are 3 pathways to be taken. Again, in the middle of the 3 to the north, and then in the rightmost column to the north and southeast.
So there's 3 columns.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
I don't assume we will be setting foot in that room without
Without a way to levitate? No.
this. Okay, so we will, I suppose, wait here until you.
It's
figure it
true. I
out.
don't really see a reason why anybody needs to come in here. I will continue to operate it. I'm familiar.
How much longer do you have on your levitation?
No, it's a considerable amount of time, and I can just recast it.
I can also cast it on you, and we can maybe share the load if it takes too long.
If since you're going to be with the party exploring these new chambers, I don't
Oops, that was an accident.
want to trust you having to hold concentration, so I think I will handle that particular burden myself.
Good.
Do you see any other way out of that room? Or into that room?
This is the only way in.
Alright.
Unless your eyes can spot something different. They do appear to be rather sharp despite your age.
I have no way of
Me?
getting in there, really, without...
Is that a joke about me being older?
No, that was a joke about him being older.
Okay.
Your eyes are as senile as you are.
Great. Thank you.
We're friends.
I can tell.
The best of friends. So yeah, non-RP wise, I don't know what people want to do, but
Well,
I'm guessing the north room and the Shambling Mound.
That's probably the
Column?
best next room. Just because it's easy enough for us to get into the Shambling Mounds room safely.
Yeah, it's
we
the
just
one we are
we
most
just cleared
familiar
that.
with.
Well, and we also this room is benign, so
It might be worth you spinning it to... getting us into the Shambling Mound room, and then you spinning it to 1 again.
Yeah. I figured that would probably be one of the ways we could do it. I have seen the middle room at least, so worst case scenario I could dimension door.
So there's 3 paths that we haven't gone to, right?
Yeah. Middle north.
Star seems to be the control room.
Yeah. The bottom left one is where we came from.
Yep.
Top middle, top right, bottom right. kind of.
Alexandria, your levitate spell is about to expire. You can recast it now if you want, or do something else. It's up to you.
I shall cast it again.
Go ahead and spend the slot, and you have... Yep, you're good.
Alright.
Seems like a good plan. You should also figure out how to make the slime stop.
It does not appear to stop.
If you tried hitting it.
It's true, I have not tried hitting it. But it's of little consequence to me. So I see no point in accidentally doing something worse.
He tried hitting it.
I'm not very strong, so no,
Hmm.
I have not.
Ah,
Well, I don't have a lot of time, so I'm
Is it
going to
middle
go
room?
throw those switches now.
I'll turn the thing, and we will
Yeah.
we need to be in
wait.
the room when this turns.
You guys are going into the compost room? Okay.
Yeah.
You need
we
to be in the
that room?
compost room.
Sure.
Because it's
I'm
the only
throwing.
room. He's cutting off the harmless room.
So yeah, if you are just pressing the buttons for configuration, Alexandria, what configuration number are you doing?
1.
Yeah, you throw the blue dial and push the blue button as 1 is lit up on the wall before you. The ooze continuing to pour out above it, sort of obscuring your vision, but enough that you can see the light as those just sort of make a waterfall in front of the images. All right, configuration 1. I have to move around some light bubbles. For what y'all can see. So,
Yeah, we are here.
and there's this one here.
We're over there.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. This is where it spun from.
Okay.
Well, that little room looks not nice.
So, well, yeah. What room are you? It seems like you guys are all gathered right here. So this seems to be the room that you are currently investigating. Is this next chamber? So, sort of shaking the entire chamber around you. Ever since you've been on this floor, there's always been a constant rhythmed hum of or some sort of mechanical like movement inside. You feel like you're in the beating heart of the tomb itself. But when these gears move, it's especially just loud, menacing rumble before it finally comes to a stop, revealing a chamber to your north and a chamber to your northeast. To the northeast, beyond, you see a curious room, which you presume to be the final of the geared chambers. You see within. Let me see. What's I think we have enough vision among you to get most of the description. 5 teak wardrobes stand against the ironclad walls of this chamber, each with a door bearing a carved image or scene. Puddles of gray slime cover parts of the floor as they have in previous chambers, and the room has 1 exit other than your entrance in here, including which is an adamantine portcullis blocking a passage to the south. You know it's adamantine because it shines with that almost glowing green metal. Set into a metal plate above the portcullis is a row of 5 red crystals shaped like drops of blood.
Fun.
And we cannot see this room fully, is what you're saying?
There's at least one person here with enough dark vision to be able to see the full room, so I'm giving you the full description in context that you guys are sharing information.
Gotcha.
I also have like the axon, so
You have
there's
the
some
axon too.
light there.
I can send dancing lights like into the center of the room
You
too.
have
so
a, you have a
if we need to
visual
actually
enough
see the
for
whole
this
thing.
description.
Okay.
Any kind of intricacies you may have to get in.
Wardrobes. Iron walls.
All the other chambers have had iron walls too. All the geared chambers.
Okay.
Just quickly to make sure of it, Alexandra, are you doing anything of note? Or basically, I'm asking, are you getting back with them, or are you kind of doing your own thing here for a moment?
I don't know if I need to do anything, so literally
holding.
what she's doing is staring at that wall, counting the seconds, waiting for, like, a message to come.
Okay.
and trying not to.
What are the
Red.
limitations of message? Because at this moment, there's a lot of stone between you and them.
120 feet, 1 inch of common metal, unfortunately.
They're in metal rooms, so no, there's no message coming through.
Fuck.
War's gonna take a peek at the northern room.
I will come back to you, Alexandria, to see. Actually, I'll ask you before anything. I would say you guys know because of the iron on the wall that no communication was being said. Do you guys want to set a time limit that Alexandria is going to do, since there's no chaos there?
I mean, we haven't. I would say that by default, she would give it 5 minutes.
Okay, you guys know you have 5 minutes. War, you said you were looking at the northern chamber?
Yes.
Yes. You see a... Okay. Interesting. You see a cramped room. Stone walls and skull-shaped nozzles set into each of them. You see something inside. There's this illustration shows smoke, but there's no smoke or anything. It's just solid as is. Stone floor, stone walls. You do see, however, a few things scattered onto the ground. You see what looks to be a... Let me see here to be sure. You see what seems to be a sheathed sword. It has a interesting hilt to it. It is dragon shaped. You also see what looks to be a pack, like a bag.
Anybody have a way to do what Alexandria does and get something from range? Victor or Edwin?
I do not, unfortunately. Edwin?
I am accidentally muted. I also do not.
Edwin, you want to take a look at this and see if there's a trigger for
trap?
those?
Okay. I'm going to look into the room and try and find a trap.
Okay, yeah, you look inside. You don't see any active traps, but what you can tell is that there is a very, very low hiss coming from those skull-shaped nozzles, and you get a very, very faint waft of like poison or some sort of corrosive. It's very, very faint. You don't think there's enough to damage anyone, but you do think it's slowly, very, very slowly building up. But there is you don't see any sort of pressure plates before you, no sort of trip wires, nothing on the ceilings, no holes in the walls. The room seems relatively safe. You just hear that hiss coming from those nozzles. Make an intelligence check for me, Edwin.
Mm-hmm.
Edwin is not good at these sort of checks.
Oh!
Wow, that is perfect.
A 1. Man, you can't shake the feeling that even though there's nothing here, you don't understand exactly what's going on with this, and you can't really put it together, and you're like, this feels like it could be a trap. I don't see it, but I don't trust it, so I feel like that's what a 1 would give you. You can't put together. You can't put together in your head. I'll let you as a character decide, but you cannot put into your head how any of this works. I think the intelligence roll, that's all it would tell you, is that you can't put together what this room is doing. But your perception check would tell you there's nothing lethal trap-wise.
Doesn't seem like there's anything lethal in there, but you may want to hold your breath if you go in there.
Okay. I'm gonna drop my echo
Wait,
next to me.
Must he hold his breath?
Well, it's like hiss and smell. Probably poisonous, but holding breath is probably safer.
Right, or you can...
I can hold my breath for a long
quite
time.
some time, yes.
War and Victor, both of you make an intelligence check.
Oh, absolutely.
I have lots of common sense.
I have average sense.
I just want to make sure you guys have this knowledge. Cool, you both would have this knowledge if you didn't previously. There are some corrosive poisons that it doesn't matter if you hold your breath. It can still harm you. It is a good cover for some things, but just so you know, I think that would be knowledge you both have, that there are some that would still hurt you, getting in other orifices. But I just wanted to see if you had that knowledge. Continue.
Hmm.
I don't like that he clarified that.
I wasn't going to say anything, but
Well.
thank you, Kyle, for bringing that up.
No problem. It's my job to say the obvious
For
things.
now, in the future,
So if I go in there, and it is something else, I might close my eyes too. If y'all want to shout out how close I am to those things, I'm going to try to pick them up and bring them back in here.
I can. If there is an emergency and you are to take damage, I can cover some of it.
Do I still have the temp HP from Edwin as well?
You do.
Doesn't wear off until you get a new temp HP, or until you take a long rest. Yeah, I believe.
Yeah.
Cool. So I would say about 2 minutes has passed,
Okay.
and my knees are growing weak, and my palms have become sweaty as I'm sitting, floating here with my hand over the dial. The images of Brolin and Whifflespark's broken, bruised, and eviscerated bodies bleeding on the floor, like flashing through my head. Like, it was only like 10 minutes we left them, and they died.
In
I'm
like
having...
10 seconds, by the way. It was impressively how fast we died.
Oh, yeah, you guys died.
It was
so fast.
She doesn't know that, but
No, yeah, but we only waited for like 10 minutes until we did something. So she's like, it's filling her with anxiety. Essentially, is what's happening.
Yeah, we see the sweat running down her head. Like, so thinking, has it been 2 minutes? Has it been 3 minutes? Am I counting right? Yeah, I think, it's a concern for your friends. I love it. I'm leaving that up to you. You let me know when that 5-minute mark happens. I'll give you that control, Alexandria. I love it.
Okay.
We would know. We all decided on 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, you did. I'm just going to leave it up
Alright.
to Kyle, the player, to tell you guys when you're running out of time here. 2 minutes have
Yeah.
passed.
my echo is going to float so that if the thing rotates, it doesn't move.
Okay. All right. Yeah, what's your goal here? You going into? You said you were wanting to go in and grab that stuff.
I'm gonna take a deep breath, and I'm gonna go in with my eyes closed originally, and say, when it's right in front of me, tell me when, and then start walking into that room.
Okay.
Well, maybe
Well,
won't close
Edwin?
my eyes to get over this gap, but will close my eyes as I get to the other side there.
You seem to have a keen eye. Would you like to coordinate our friend here? Edwin.
Attempt to lead him.
Okay. Yeah, working together, War steps inside. You can tell him exactly when to grab those things. You collect them, and War steps back out. He has those things.
Okay.
That was it. What?
Well, that went well.
Yeah.
What are these?
Yeah, you see a sheathed, there's a sheathed blade, and there is a sack, a burlap sack in front of you. Which would you like to look at first, and how are you looking at them? Because that depends upon my details I give you.
War would probably ask, is the sword magical? And, like, hand it to Victor, Edwin, whoever.
If you give me 10 minutes, I can find out exactly what this thing is.
I have a feeling these tunnels are spinning around in a crazy
Yeah, you know you don't
manner,
have that time.
and less of that
Right
time.
So you can wait.
If you expect it, but yeah. If that's the case, he'll start looking through the burlap sack.
Yeah, within the burlap sack. Let me confirm.
Watch it literally be ahead.
You see the contents of a Dungeoneer's pack. Also tucked inside is a small pouch containing 6 carnelian gemstones. They are worth 50 gold each.
Righty. Mostly a Dungeoneer's pack.
I just put it in chat.
he will.
I'm giving you those
Look.
worths because I do not care.
Yeah.
I just want you to know the fucking number because I don't want to go back to it.
He'll look at the gemstones and kind of throw those in the gold pouch area.
Yeah, it's also good to know those numbers for spell components.
Most of this is a Dungeoneer's pack.
Yeah, the
Seems like-
contents of a Dungeoneer's pack, so you can pull.
Engineer
Well,
packs are
maybe-
nice.
Might have
Rope.
died in there.
Are there any yellow bandanas or anything?
Nope. Just those things on the ground. Ward did keep his eyes closed when he headed in, so
That's
just,
true.
He just got that and got out.
Okay.
See,
Well-
The walls begin to make a racket.
oh,
What setting are they returning to?
The one where I'd be able to meet them in the middle. So I think that
Yeah,
is
what number?
3, 5?
3. It's 3. Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna change our token situation up here. Boop.
Boop.
Boop. Boop. Boop. Yeah.
And all of us have to duck Echo War as it goes flying past our heads.
All right, I'm gonna yell out through the
And then-
rooms.
oh, we can message now. There's an opening.
Well, I can't message, so she's gonna yell out and it's like, and
Oh, we got one room done. You can reply to this message.
Sigh of relief, Alexandria. They're alive.
yeah, yeah. There will be a slight delay before she responds as she like exhales and is very thankful. So are we doing a different room?
There was one
The-
left, right?
2 left, I think.
The
well,
other one was a static one on the outside of the spinny parts. There's one more spinny room that I don't like the looks of.
Trying
It
to.
has wardrobes on the walls.
hmm.
All right, I'm not even gonna try and make sense of that. So
So
are
we
we-
should probably figure out which one of these you want to go to, get you a good look,
Or
And then-
healing. Sorry.
teleport.
Hmm.
Because we probably just want to line up that last room to the last 2 openings, because we really don't care about any of the rest of these openings.
How would I get a sight in the room to teleport there?
Fiera?
Fiera?
Shit, you're right.
You could
Ooh.
perch on
That's
one of
yeah,
us.
that's smart.
And then
Nice.
we'd have to set a timer, I guess, because we wouldn't be able to
You
message
could
you
have
about it.
sat her with it, just seen the whole time.
We
Stop.
should have had Fiera with us that entire time, yeah.
Seriously, yeah, that would have reduced some anxiety on my character's part.
Especially since you can hear us with Fiera. And see us.
Do you have to
Right.
concentrate to look through?
I was
her
just gonna
eyes? I
ask, do you have to
wonder.
concentrate on levitate, or is that a thing you
You
can
have to
just...
concentrate on levitate, but I don't know if you have to concentrate to look through your.
I
don't think you do.
yeah.
I'm not sure. Does it
I'm
cast
looking
spell?
it up. I'm looking it up.
Because we don't want you to go, oh, I can see...
I'll trust you guys on your teleports. We're working with stone and more than 1 inch of iron. So
I don't think it matters with
Yeah,
Dimension
like-
Door.
just making sure.
Dimension door or
Dimension door, you
teleport.
just kind of...
Trusting y'all to read those. So I
It just
believe-
says as an action. It doesn't say I concentrate at all.
No, never did. That's great. Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I will have her perch on War's shell,
She does.
and
I have
I
2
will-
birds on my ship.
You do.
oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
The one just looks at the other,
All right, he's officially a pirate captain.
and they just,
Um,
they just. There's a little bit of a
A pirate
squabble.
turtle.
There's a bit of a squabble, and they move to different sides of the shell.
probably 1 again.
yeah, we're gonna go 1 again.
Okay.
And then, is there any of these that, 1 and 3 are the ones I think we want.
So I'm gonna take it to 1,
Okay.
and
Go ahead and put yourself back over by the thing,
Yeah,
and then we'll move
I'm
to
working on
1. Let me move our visuals to what we can see. Doop. And
Then we probably just need to walk in. After I look in. And,
I would like you to look first.
Yeah.
yeah, what you looking for,
I-
Evan?
I am looking for holes in the wall or sprinkler systems or anything that can cover us in some sort of deadly gas, water.
Yeah, no orifices anywhere in here. It would
I
seem
hate that
nothing,
word so
nothing
much.
to
I hate it.
expel things onto you from what you can see.
And I'm going to step through the blackness. There we go. And
So either there's something in the wardrobes, or we go in the wardrobes. That's my
yeah.
thought.
So the wardrobes have something going on, and then
they are how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 keys, do we not?
I check the wardrobes for keyholes.
Which wardrobe?
This wardrobe.
I am watching through the telly.
Let's see. Let me go here. Gotta scroll back a little bit. Okay. So this door depicts, carved in its wooden surface, a grinning night hag with a swaddled human infant in her arms. There is a handle, but there is no slot for a key.
Yeah, we're not
Works.
opening this. Yeah.
I would like to hear.
Yeah. We're gonna leave that closed for now.
Or would you like to re-echo? Reverberate? I don't know what you call it. Just in case you need to escape, yes. There we go. Alright.
On the ground or 10 feet or 5
We're
feet?
gonna throw them up one.
Do we want to open a wardrobe, or do we want to? I guess I glance at the other wardrobes. Do they have similar things on them, or they have different?
Which
things
one
on
are you
them?
going to? Glancing at all of them, they all have things on them.
I guess I'll just go counterclockwise. I don't know why counterclockwise, but counterclockwise.
Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna open or touch any of these. I just
Alright,
want
you're
to
just
go
going
through them.
Yeah, this door is carved to depict the face of an ornate clock.
Oh, I don't like clocks. Leave the clocks alone.
Yeah, you and Time don't get along well anymore.
I'm so tired of clocks in campaigns.
We'll spark totally open that one.
Just a little peek into our Sunday campaign. My character there also aged 20 years because of a effect of something. I'm born to be old, I guess.
Okay. What's this one? I avoid the goo.
Yeah, no, you're good. The scene on this door depicts an army of orcs. They're clashing with an army of hobgoblins.
Okay. That one seems the tamest so far. Yeah, some way I may look at this one from a little bit of a distance so I don't actually have to
Sure.
step anywhere near that goo.
Yeah, the scene on this door depicts twisted, screaming humanoid faces wrapped in chains.
Ooh, that's my
Okay.
favorite.
And last one.
And the last one, the scene on this door depicts ghouls gnawing on bones.
Fun.
Hmm.
I'm not sure I like these doors.
Let me give you guys these. Illustrations.
Were they all
So
illustrated?
we
Oh,
can-
God.
So we can see them. They're carved. So this is the first one that you looked at. The next one that you looked at was here. And then after that, it was I just feel like these illustrations are important to remember for y'all because you saw them. And it is this one next. And the last one is here. Cool. There you go.
Feel like I don't want to be in this chamber when it turns.
Mm-hmm.
But we kind of have to be in this
Regardless.
chamber when it turns, looking at the control panel.
Turn the chamber?
No. I mean, there might be another configuration that'll get us to look at the other places, right? This is lined up with one.
Yeah, the only one I see that shows the bottom door is either 3 and 5, and 3 lines up with the top room 2, and 5 doesn't line up with anything except for the bottom one.
That's
So we have to be in this room when it turns, unfortunately.
Why do you say that?
Because I don't see every other room that we've gone into has been a dead end. So one of these has to not be a dead end.
Well, let's take a look.
I'm gonna go look at this top door, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you see that past the adamantine bars of the portcullis, the chamber just sort of goes on. I'll remove the. Oh well, actually, Oh wait, no. Oh, I just need to move a light for you to be able to see. Let me just get a vision token.
You could probably just steal the one from the
bottom?
gas room.
Gas
The
room.
smoky.
Oh yeah,
the,
gas
the,
room wouldn't have one. Yeah, that's right.
the orifice room.
So
We don't care about that room.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, you see beyond what seems to just be a dark hall that goes to an end. It seems to open up at the end towards the west. You can see that a little bit, and there is a pool of that silver liquid at the back.
Can Vera fit through those bars? The portcullis?
I'll give you an exact size of said portcullis. The bars are spaced 4 inches apart.
Probably
so
then?
unless she is a tiny creature, then no.
Isn't she a tiny creature?
So here's.
I think she's just small.
An owl, I believe, is all that she is. So she is a tiny creature. She could fit through the bars.
She could squeeze.
Here's the fun thing. I can see past it. I can get past it.
That is true. You
That
can.
is true, but you cannot be resummoned if something were to happen.
But I can switch places.
So as long as he leaves his thing here and doesn't go more than 30 feet away, we're good.
I mean, I can. If I came
Oh.
back to it, I could resummon it on the other side again too. So
That's true.
I'm fairly safe at going across alone.
I will not pressure you into doing this, but you will be alone.
How much gap is there between the wall and the spinny bit?
Enough for you to slip through if you wanted to.
Like I could slip through onto like this, onto this area.
Yeah, if you wanted.
I don't particularly want to, but I just was curious if that was possible.
You can. Yeah, you can climb out there.
Okay.
That is the other way around, I guess. There's a ton of gap on this one.
Oh, I'm
You want
going
through?
to. Yeah, if you want to toss me to the other
Yeah.
side, I'm going to find the opposite corner of them and avoid making eye contact with any of the wardrobes. I'm just
Okay.
going to watch the two of them do their thing, just concentrating.
Well, I'm gonna summon my echo on the other side of the bars.
It forms, and you see the reflection of yourself on the other side.
Now, if I go unconscious and can't get back, that's the main issue.
I could assist again. As long as I can see you. If you go around the corner, I cannot.
Probably best just to go to the edge and look around that corner just so we know what's around there.
Yeah, we'll start with that. And I could take
So,
Fiera
let
if she can
me-
fit through the bars.
Yeah.
I mean, you can fit through the bars. She could fit through the bars.
He's not fitting through the bars.
Well, he's teleporting.
Oh,
But
shit,
Fiera is a
actually-
tiny
Oh.
creature, and it does specify that tiny creatures can make it through these 4-inch bars.
I
Then
cannot.
there you go.
I cannot help you, War. You have to be around me for that to work. So I cannot just point at you and.
As long as Fiera doesn't poof, I can help you.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, I'm gonna switch places with my Echo then,
Okay.
as a bonus action and costs half my movement. But
Yeah, you see the form of war before you turn to shadow. And on the other side, the true material form of war takes form.
okay, go up here. Be careful not to step on the goo. I can step on the wall if I need to.
And I have a lot to tell you. Not a lot, but something, actually. So, there's a bit down here. As you turn, you see the hall just sort of stretches forward into what would actually be, from my knowledge, from where you are, actually, I should make this. You would only see this far. Because you see a set of stairs that descend, the ceiling descending with them. There is light coming from down there, though. So
I
there's
could
not quite
walk
as-
up the wall to the point where I could see a little bit further, like directly down.
Yeah,
But that would only let me see
so
what,
far,
10,
yeah.
15 past the bottom of
Yeah,
the stairs.
You can head to the. Yeah, if you want to walk on the wall, that's fine. Just
Yeah.
let me know if you're approaching the stairs and where you're at.
Fiera can also see this. So I am gonna.
Yeah, let me get Fiera in
Okay,
here.
yeah.
Let me get Fiera.
I'm tempted to have her fly down the stairs.
Where is Fiera? Fiera. Well, I'm gonna put her in this room so that she can be with War. There we go.
She can fit through the portcullis, so.
Yep.
So I was here. Yeah. I'll go back to the grate and say this seems to be a direction forward. There are stairs leading down further.
There's light coming from them as well. which is
Stairs.
Light from the bottom.
Okay.
So do we just want to figure out how to open this door? Or do we want to spin it and see
Well-
what happens from there?
If you look above, there are 5 crystals and 5 wardrobes. I assume that is the puzzle.
Good point.
Okay, that is probably the point. Should we check spin it and then get Alexandria in here and then look down the last corridor maybe?
We could, but we would need someone at the controls, right? So
Oh, I was saying spin it, Alexandria Dimension door to us.
while we are in this room, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
swap places with my token again. Or with my
Okay.
echo again.
Where's Fiera going? She can make it through the bars if she wants, but she does not travel with War. She's actually still on War. She's just on the shadow form of War. So never mind.
I know War pooped.
Yeah, immediately taking the place of War is his shadow form, so she's still perched on him.
I think I want to send her down the hallway.
Safe
Okay.
bet.
It's like fear is scouting.
Yeah, we want to send her down.
Good scout bird.
Mhm.
Okay. The stair dips
Oh,
down.
no.
She
That
flies
sounds
down.
pleasant.
I saw further than Warsaw, but I'm not making comments on any of this.
All right. Do you have to give me anything, or can I move her?
I have to give you things.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
I will.
technically my thing didn't. Technically, you wouldn't see past that orange line, but it's okay.
Well, I'm gonna have her move down.
I need to make
So-
that line work now, but you're gonna have this information regardless. But I want to make this line work now because this would actually. There we go. Cool. That's normal. So she's flying down.
Yes.
I have descriptions to send you.
Oh boy.
Okay. I'll just say out loud what this is. This is for the first chamber that you're going into, and then when you move to chambers, I would technically be describing chambers you see beyond, but I'll just wait until you're in those chambers to give full descriptions. You can discern what you can from just looking at it. So, on the map before actually going in there. So let me see. Cool. You see this. What's her perception?
I mean, it's with advantage.
Ooh,
If
yeah,
she's
then she's spotting these. I'll say she's spotting a few extra things. So,
Okay.
also in this room, there we go. Cool. That is for this chamber, and she's continuing. I'll wait for you to read.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna continue at least until here. Oh,
At least
okay.
until here. Oh, okay. Sorry. Here. Let me see. Do I have a book description for this?
Holy shit, that room is terrifying.
I don't, but let me.
It's not looking good.
What is it? No.
Run down there.
Okay. There's that. That's what's to the south.
Okay.
And
All right, then I will put her where you put her before.
perfect, right there. Here's a big whisper. Hopefully this all comes in one. I don't trust it, so I'm gonna send it in two.
You could also Discord it if you.
Discord.
I know that it'll send if I split it in two, so it's not a big deal.
Okay.
There's the first part, and here's the second part.
I need to start using guidance more often.
It is blocked ahead, but it's only because the other side is higher up. So there is another place you could continue moving.
Right. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Keep heading that way.
At this point, I feel like I should
It's up to you.
report back to the group. I mean, my curiosity definitely wants me to go forward, but then everybody's going to be sitting here waiting for me to explore everything. So we are going to put her back with the party.
Okay, yeah.
And
I don't know if you have any verbal way to communicate yet. I think that
I certainly don't.
Yeah.
She will just
yeah, you're
be
not
there,
overwhelmed.
and I will remain until they tell me that I need to come over.
Understood. What is happening with the rest of you guys over here?
Hmm,
Wait for Fiera?
just watching and waiting. Yeah, it's
Well,
gonna
she's
be.
returned. She's returned.
Yeah, she's
So we
back.
should probably spin the room.
Once Fiera gets back, yeah, we could
Does
do.
Fiera
just
want to
like
go back through the bars?
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
back with Laura.
Back with War. Cool. Yep.
And then we'll do. We're ready and spin it.
Yeah. What number are we going to?
Good question. We're doing this so you guys can go to the lower right.
Yeah, I think
Yes. It's
we
either
talked
3 or
about it, and I think
5.
3 is the best one because it allows you to see the top and the lower right at the same time.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's the orientation I'll go to.
Which number?
3.
3. Alright.
I would have been over here.
Yeah. You see a path descending into the
This
south.
hallway looks much nicer.
Yeah, it's clean.
That hallway has goo and terrifying, apparently.
That's a trap.
The cleanest hallway is a trap, is what you're saying? Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Oh,
Always,
probably.
every time. Too pristine.
Is
It's
there at
lubricated.
least dust on the floor?
Yeah, there's some dust.
Okay.
So nothing has rushed down here recently.
Oh, I was going more for the. It isn't perfectly smooth, and there isn't going to be a cube of angry gelling that we run into.
Or, trying to walk on the surface of a mirror,
Yeah.
and then you get your character killed.
So this configuration seems safe enough.
Yeah.
Do we know
There's
what is...
no way to get back from the back to the control room.
Except for with the dimension door. Or
Right,
teleport.
but what is down there? Is there anything we can...
Yeah. Do I see anything looking down this tunnel?
It will just your line of sight just meets a wall,
Alright.
I'm thinking of...
and then it seems to turn. The pathway turns, so yeah, you don't.
I was thinking in case we need to retreat somewhere.
I think this room is our retreat somewhere at the moment, unfortunately.
In front of the hag swaddling a human baby, yes, I would feel very safe in this room.
Well, that
is
one's on the other
sarcasm.
side. That one's all the way over there. We're next to the orcs and the ghouls, I think.
Right, both very friendly things. Do you feel safe with orcs and ghouls?
I've met some very pleasant orcs.
Can't say that I have had the same experience.
Knew an orc once. Nice guy.
Oh,
Really?
something to note: the orientation of the wardrobes has not changed. The room has moved,
Oh.
but their faces have remained exactly what they were in the position they were in.
Oh,
weird.
That's terrifying.
So we've got Clock and Hag.
Yes.
Got it.
Specifically, avoiding the clock one, just not looking at it.
I have a feeling we have to open all of them at some point.
Probably, if we all want to get through that portcullis without any fancy magics.
Fuck, motherfucker.
Maybe?
Should,
Maybe, or I could teleport us across, I guess, but
should we have Fiera scout that way as well?
I don't see why not.
That way we can. I guess Alexandria can decide whether she wants to be here now or
Yeah.
Right,
later.
yeah. Hmm.
I suppose. Figured I'd leave that call up to the party, but I will send her forward.
Okay.
You'll have to.
Yep.
Move. Yeah, thank you.
I can get you down that hall.
Oh, god damn it.
Let me give
No!
you, let me give you something.
What's going on?
Let me give you something.
That's all.
I don't know which one I'd rather go down.
Great.
There you are.
So Bolt. Got it.
Is one of them a dead end at least?
So we're going for that 100% achievement, right?
This one is the dead end.
Party wouldn't know that yet. Remember, we can't communicate with Alex.
Jeez.
It's true. The party wouldn't know that, but I assumed he was asking me, the
That's
player.
fine, Yeah. Just keep it in mind, the character versus player knowledge. I'm fine with it being for player.
Mm-hmm. 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 And she doesn't see anything particularly strange about this room.
Make a perception
Other
check
than-
for her. She's looking
Cool.
around for anything in particular.
Perception. I can't do it with advantage, so I'm just rolling it. Oh, shit.
Hell yeah. Oh, man.
Let's go.
Got the eyes of Ezio Auditore in here.
Requiescat in pace.
You got my average perception roll.
Fuck you.
That's. Oh my god.
There's a few things.
That was my passive.
Oh, fuck.
Was.
This is her just looking around the room.
I see the veritable army of, like, assassin orcs that are invisible. Except for a telltale shimmer.
No, they're in the wardrobe.
Yes, they're in the wardrobe. Waiting to be released.
I'm pretty sure we're on our way to Narnia.
This is everything.
Lions and witches and
Everything that
wardrobes.
she would see with that.
Wait, the... Oh, okay. Jesus, okay. Alright, I will come back to the party, and seeing the fact that that was a dead end, my character could reasonably assume that the only way forward is forward. And I will use Dimension Door.
Okay, yeah, you should be able to just move your token right into this room, I believe, since you have vision.
You'll find... No, I can't
You hit a
physically
wall.
Oh,
move
yeah,
forward.
yeah, you're walled. Okay. Boop. Alright, let's get rid of some of these.
Right into the gray goo.
Nah, you don't got to be
Excellent.
right there. It's wherever you would have.
And
The
it
end
is,
so
it is with the expense of that spell that I will exclaim that I am starting to run low on my resources.
Your levitation ends.
Oh yeah, it's gone. I'm here now.
All right, so should we go to? Is the dead end a safe-ish dead end, or is it a terrifying-ish dead end?
So let me tell you some things.
Uh,
All right. We're not even going to talk about the northern hallway. We are only going to talk about the one to the southeast.
Why is that?
There is a giant golden statue of a mastodon on top of a stone cog in the middle of the room. Its tusks are adorned in jewels, and it's raised up in a roar. There's inscriptions that I couldn't read because I was flying. But there is also a mural of Cholton warriors on mastodons fighting in the room.
One warrior.
Oh, warrior, sorry. And he's being assailed by different breeds of devil. In retrospect, I imagine that might be related to the individual that's been in my head. But more on that later. When I was flying through the room, I also noticed that there's a stone block on the ceiling of the entrance, so the room is going to seal. And the cog on the floor has scratch marks in the open areas between the cogs. So I'm guessing it's going to drop into the floor and it needs to start turning. And there's holes in the floor, so I'm assuming the room is going to fill with a liquid or a gas.
Wow.
And there's
Right, okay.
a star-shaped indentation on the back of the statue's head.
Is that to reset your lever in the control room?
Alexander, make a quick intelligence check with advantage for me.
Motherfucker. Yeah, I will do that. Intelligence check
I believe in you.
Advantage.
with advantage. Okay, one more.
Oh,
exact
better.
Exact shape and size of the star lever.
I fucking hate my life. So we can't get back there until I rest. At least for a short rest, so I can get the spell back.
right, so
We
But
even
what
need anything in that room?
I was just going to say, what would be the purpose of going back now if we know?
No, I think we need to pull the lever out of the control panel and use it
Oh.
on the Mastodon.
Ah.
Get out of the trap, be my guess.
Or to
That-
open a secret door or something.
Right.
Me, that just seems like a trap room. Sure, there's gold. Whatever.
Are we going to
See,
ignore the room entirely then?
Edwin would definitely see War's hand twitching while he's saying this.
Positive traps twitching, or is this negative twitching?
This would be fighting for control twitching.
Oh, okay. Well,
Who has Aijin in them?
Not me.
I think I have vision.
Yeah, you hear Aijin's voice inside your head as Alexandria regales to you this room, and you immediately just hear, "Oh, I want to ride on the Mastodon."
That would be fun.
Wouldn't it? Yeah.
I take a step towards the hallway.
Are we doing this?
Well,
Going in
it's
there?
listen, the other hallway is a nightmare. At least this is bite-sized in comparison.
What
That
are
is
we
true.
looking to do in there?
I'm
South.
gonna be real with you, Chief. We're farming experience.
What
We
is-
beat that room, we get an XP payout. You know the game.
Yeah, I was doing that with tombs. I won't do that with anything. There's no sarcophagus in this.
There's no sarcophagus.
I'll make that meta call. I was giving you guys extra
We,
XP for those rooms.
Well, whatever
We can
is in
put-
there will probably give us that.
We
Yeah,
have
I
a
mean, I don't know.
sarcophagus.
Yeah,
we can put a sarcophagus
I
in
just
there.
don't want you guys to
complete
think
the room.
Yeah, I just
Would that get us experience?
no. I just don't want you
And then
guys
we
to
can
think
take
it's
the
1,000
sarcophagus
XP
with
room.
us, and then we can get XP from the next room we complete by placing a sarcophagus in it.
I just want to make
First, we have
clear
to
that
put
it's
a
not
sarcophagus
1,000.
on top of the mastodon.
What'd you say?
First, we have to put sarcophagus on top of the mastodon.
Right.
It works.
I actually
Oh,
want to
that-
ride the mastodon.
Yeah.
From what you know, you have encountered every trickster god. Unless there's one you didn't hear about.
From what we know.
The secret snail.
Who knows?
Maybe you don't have a real snail in your head. Maybe it's a different snail.
Well,
It had flails. I don't...
it is obviously trapped. It doesn't appear like we need anything from there. We
Right.
could just go north.
But I'm curious about the shaped star. Does that... The wheels turn, you said, in that room. The gears.
There was no gear I saw that it could turn with, so I'm assuming it will drop into the floor and turn the floor. Or
So
something hidden beneath the ground. It is
drop in and latch and turn.
yes. Think the skull is sitting on a base that separates it from the floor, and that base is a gear
Right.
with scratch marks in between the cogs. So something's going to drop out of the ceiling on it, or it's going to drop into the floor. That's what's making the scratches.
Hmm.
And I would assume that since there's holes in the floor, how big were the holes? I'm assuming really tiny because I had to make a check for it.
Oh,
Coke can size.
Coke can size. Okay. So my guess is there's like the thin floor we're standing on and another rotating gear below it that when it turns opens up all the holes and then something comes out.
spikes, perhaps. Gas, something.
Like the lid of a Parmesan can. Like you turn it and then you can sprinkle all the Parmesan on it, and
I-
then you turn it again.
Totally understand what you mean right now. Yes, definitely. Parmesan.
It's a
Can't.
cheese. You put it on noodles.
I'm going to
So
let you choose. I cannot decide. I'm undecided here.
An Amish cheese.
let me tell you about what's in the northern hallway. Then maybe that will
Alright.
entice you more than this.
Sure.
It's a stairwell that descends down. There's a tight ceiling, so you can't see all the way down the hall unless you go down the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
At the bottom of the stairs, the hall is littered with broken armor, weapons, and other metal bits that are just all over the floor. There is a yawning doorway at the end with a bull's head that is biting down on a ring. And then there's also a hallway that goes to the south, midway down that hall, which descends further down a staircase into green smoke. And then if we
Definitely the continue way.
no, because if we continue through the bull's head door, we go into a columned chamber that is at least 8 feet high. We are entering at the middle of this column. 40 feet above is a roiling, thunderous storm. 40 feet below is a roiling, thunderous storm. And there's a giant chain coming out of the top and bottom that connect to a gear floating in the middle of the room. And there's another fucking balcony 15 feet up that goes somewhere else. That fucking room is a nightmare. I don't want anything to do with it, but that's the only way we have to go. Besides the gas room. So
you're looking to.
I'm angrily marching into the northern hallway.
Whoa, we
You're getting
can't
a port
go
calls.
that
We
way.
can't
Yeah,
go
yeah.
through there.
I am a tiny creature.
A tiny
I
creature
can-
again, yeah.
I could Misty step through it if I damn well please, but I'm not going to do
Oh,
that.
that's
You-
that's
You could. I could too.
That's absolutely my way out of here when all these things open and start killing everyone.
I have
Which
a
I
feeling we
guess-
have to open those to open the portcullis. There
Yeah.
are 5 gems and 5 wardrobes.
There's 5 gems.
Above the doorway. Yes, there are 5
Oh,
gems.
good fucking god.
Tears
How
of
many
blood. 5 wardrobes.
how many of you can Misty Step? Or
Yes.
Dimension Door.
I cannot.
I'm out of
If we-
dimension door.
If we all stay close to me, I can bring us all. 2 more times.
Did anybody take any wounds during that last fight?
Yeah.
Would we benefit from a short rest?
I would.
I seem to feel alright. Nothing happened. I got breathed on, but
Well, I could get 2 spells back if we rested. And one of them would be Dimension Door. I would certainly feel a lot better if we did.
if you would feel more comfortable.
I would certainly feel more survivable.
We hit the other side of this. Before that,
What do you mean?
So we can just walk down here with no problem. But that would be a
Right.
dangerous thing.
yeah, I don't want to get locked down there. I
We
don't want to
can-
get locked in this room by somebody in the control room. If we can just go through now, take our rest on that side.
Well, isn't the control room still flooding with that garbage? I don't
It's true,
believe
yeah,
anyone
well-
will be entering that room unless they can fly.
They will have to repair it before it's usable by anybody who can't float.
So we do have that on our side.
The other option is just opening all these wardrobes and seeing what happens. I'd recommend one at a time, probably.
Let's start with the one that appears the worst.
Let's see. First is probably either going to be the grinning hag, which is right next to us,
Mm.
or the the door depicts twisting, screaming humanoid faces wrapped in chains. That one sounds pretty bad too. Which is over here.
That
I
one
think.
is obviously the safest.
Or we can open the clock.
That is the most dangerous one. I am willing to put my money on it.
I feel like the orcs are going to be one of the least dangerous ones.
So far, most of the things that seemed the most dangerous have been completely inane. Like
Okay.
the giant maw of literal people screaming was actually just a hidden way into a different room that was harmless.
Which one
And
was that one?
also, we are familiar with Chris fucking Perkins. You would not know that one.
Who is Chris Perkins?
Okay, ha ha.
Alright, so
Is he a wizard?
Lock door then.
kind of. Alright, so we've got
No matter what happens, I'm
clock.
standing here. Oh wait, that's the
Clock
clock.
is here.
I'm stand here.
This is orcs, I think. We
This-
got them
this-
in order.
Hmm.
Yeah, so hag, clock, orcs, twisting, screaming humanoid faces, ghouls.
So should we arrange ourselves perfectly between each one, possible?
Well, I think it's going to be more of whichever one we're opening. I feel like it's going to, whatever happens is going to happen from it. So no one should be standing in front of it, and
Right.
we should
Right.
probably. So like, if we open this one, you don't want to be standing where you're at. Is my guess.
Okay.
If we're opening the clock, no one wants to stand in this line.
Ideally, you want to be outside of line and cone range.
Yeah. So
Reach around
think-
from the side of it.
Well,
This
I
is-
can always go up.
yeah. So
What
if
are
we
we
want to do
starting
clock, because that one is. Alexandria said we should start with the most dangerous one, and everyone thinks the clock is the most dangerous one.
I don't like clocks.
The old man should open it.
Not that old.
Well,
But yes,
how
I
am going
checked the
to-
door for mechanical traps.
Just seems like a wardrobe door. Yeah, nothing mechanical. Mostly wood. The handle to it is something from brass. You think?
Is it like a single door swing open, or is it a double door one?
It's one of those double doors.
So, if we want to take 10 minutes, we assume this wardrobe is magical, correct?
I would assume.
I can identify it. I don't have to identify
Good
it. We can
idea.
still open it, but finding out its magical properties may prove useful, perhaps.
I'd say go for it.
It would take 10 minutes, if you're okay with
Sure,
that.
why not?
Sure.
Victor will step up to the side of the wardrobe, staying out of cone and line range. And I have to be touching it throughout the duration, so probably just placing his hand on the side of it.
You place your hand on the side of the wardrobe,
Mm-hmm.
and you begin your spell.
Ritual cast Identify.
Identify.
I will post the spell for you,
just-
so you can see
just-
exactly the information I get.
Please.
I'm hoping this doesn't go by way of the golden skull.
Coincidentally, if we do
I'm
have
haunted
a
by a
golden skull
clock
problem,
for the rest of my the
that
rest of my
mastodon
days.
looks like it is a shove a golden skull at it level of jewels.
Probably. Yeah, let the skull eat the mastodon.
With 10 minutes, you can complete your spell and gain the following information. It is a
Okay.
magically imbued object.
Okay, good to know.
It is imbued with conjuration magic.
Okay, so the obvious, we knew
Yeah.
about what would happen.
It does not require attunement, and
Okay.
it doesn't have any charges. There are no spells currently affecting the item, and it was created by a spell, but the spell of which it is around the levels of Wish.
Oh,
Not quite. It might not quite be Wish, but some rendition of that power of spell.
higher circles then. Very high.
This in particular is a one-way gate to the realm of Mechanus.
Good thing we didn't
Ah.
open that shit.
Maybe that's the one that we should never open.
One way this
Or
way.
another?
This way. Oh, okay. So
Oh,
conjuration, one-way
So it's
gate
a
this
summoning-
way. We're going
summoning
to
wardrobe.
summon. We are going to fight to the
Oh.
death in an arena for five blood
Knuckles?
tears.
Probably.
This is an arena moment.
God, it's Final Fantasy.
He.
The very end. I never made it past the second to last island.
So,
Such a hoe.
I think everything that we assumed is correct. Something will come out of this.
We kill it. Gem
When
lights
we
up.
Correct. It is imbued with conjuration. One-way gate from Mechanus,
So a construct.
potentially.
Just
I don't
clock in
have
here.
any way to. This is all assumption based on the pieces of the identify spell. We can assume each of these leads to alternate dimensions and also our one way. Once it is here, we must kill it. I assume spill its blood for. He points to the door above the portcullis.
Well, let's get cracking. Let's throw this bad boy open and blast the shit out of it.
Right. Did you still want to rest, Alexandria?
I don't think we should rest in a room that spins.
Yeah, I think we're not doing the rest.
All right.
Like- It's too dangerous that whoever was controlling the levers will come back.
It is a fair point.
Well, which way does this wardrobe swing open? What side is the handle on?
Both sides. It's a double door.
Both.
Double
Okay, so
door.
it's halfway half.
Yeah, you'd have to stand in front of it to open it, where War's Echo is.
We could
Or
use
two of us can grab from either side.
Sure.
or we can use 2 mage hands.
I
I
don't
don't
have
think we have two mage hands.
Or 1 mage hand.
one mage hand alternating.
So we know this one's Mechanus. Let's see the rest of these kind of feel like they might be all terrible places.
Right. Probably.
Like Mechanus is not a safe place, but like I think this one might go to the Feywild with a hag on it.
Or
Potentially.
something will come from the Feywild.
Yeah.
Right.
The other three all have demon area vibes going on with them. Nine
Yeah.
elves or
Infernal Abyss.
I mean,
And-
one was orcs and hobgoblins, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's
that
not
one seemed
demonic.
pretty harmless. That one's the one I'm
Avernus.
least scared about.
I say we start with the Mechanist one.
Okay.
Well, if we're gonna do that, would anyone want a mace that was adamantine and magical?
Is there a trickster god with that?
No. This was the one that was meant to destroy the Napaka construct, but
I personally would have no use for it, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not that useful
Is
for me either.
it
Would probably-
a simple weapon or martial?
The
think
mace
maces
would
are
be
martial.
simple.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's martial.
If it's martial, I can't touch it
Maces
either.
are simple.
Maces are simple.
I
Looking
think
it up.
so.
Mace equipment.
Simple.
Simple.
Okay.
I will take it.
So it's not like a bow staff or anything where you're gonna have training.
Remove it from one inventory, add it to another, lest it be lost.
Yep.
Is it just adamantite mace, or what is it specifically?
The adamantine mace.
I'll
If
let
it's the magical one, it's I would just say the Napaka mace. That's what you want to call it.
Okay.
It is considered a magical weapon, but it has a very specific magical purpose that won't serve you unless you are doing a certain thing, which is
Sounds wonderful.
destroying that construct.
Excellent. I will put it on a ring in my belt, though I'm gonna hold my quarterstaff for now.
Also have another non-magical version.
Yeah, I don't do strength weapons.
I'm better if my hands are free.
Good.
Alright. Edwin, help me? Or
Okay.
are
We
we
both grab a door.
Okay, you
are we
grab the
mage
door.
handing?
I honestly feel like I should mage hands that. Like,
Yeah.
take your distance. If some huge or large construct comes through there,
Alright.
you don't want to be in melee with it.
Right. I will stand here.
I should be in melee with it. That's kind of what I
Okay,
do.
well then my hand will do the other door.
Okay.
Be over here.
Okay.
Flanking.
All right, we'll bring out the ghostly, shadowy hand. And-
Takes form.
Yeah, I will wait for Edwin's signal, and we'll throw it
Okay.
open at the same time.
Signal and fling open the doors.
You pull them open, and at first you hear sort of a crack of the wood as a piercing line of light travels through the center and around the edges. As you open the doors, you can hear the sounds of clockwork echo around you. A single monotone drone of this fills the room as those who have vision inside can see that there are enormous interlocking gears and cogs within this wardrobe, just past its doors, stretching as far as the eye can see. As the doors open and the room is filled with this light and the sounds and the vision beyond the wardrobe, we suddenly see a spherical, medium-sized construct with spindly little legs and small little wings tumble its way through the open doorway onto the ground. 1001101101101101. Ha! It turns around and immediately starts stepping back towards the wardrobe, and immediately, boom, it sort of goes towards it, and it's like there's a layer, like a thin sheen. Boom, boom. 10001001, and looks to all of you confused, scared. What do you do?
01?
10001001. It immediately moves over to you.
Oh dear.
Sort of like cocks its head. 0011001001. Just points back at the at the passage.
Feel bad doing anything to this thing. It seems harmless.
Yeah, as you're just sitting there speaking, and it goes to the door and to its knees. 10010011001 and starts pounding. Boom, 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 boom. Its little weapon tangles ting ting to the ground.
So do we kill it?
I checked the thing to see if there's a light above the portcullis yet.
Nope, still the same 5 gems you saw before.
Possibly?
Oh, 1010101.
Are we able to speak with it? Does anyone understand?
I cast comprehend language.
The zeros and ones begin to form words. Lord Master will be so furious with me. I must get back. I have so much paperwork to do. You, someone who is the administrator here, someone help me. And the rest of you, 100100101.
Yes, I should recognize my team. They're done.
I've
Like,
got some bad news.
Can you speak
think
to
he's
it too?
fucked.
Or no, yeah, you
No,
can't speak. Yeah, you're
no.
talking to everybody else.
He
Well,
obviously doesn't want to be here, but I think he has to be here for us to do what we need to do.
Yeah, you can tell you hear about it. I'm so late. Oh, 15 minutes past 6, 16 minutes past 7. And it's just going by. He's like, I'm spending so much time. I'm wasting time. And he's freaking out.
It's just so much. It's so much.
This
So-
is
It's not like
kind
any
of a insidious trap if these souls count towards feeding the atrophy.
Thing have a soul?
Yeah, you could not be.
But-
14 years.
potentially. But
Less than that.
we do have a way around the portcullis, but I don't know what will happen if we do not complete things in order, if you know what I mean.
It presses the fleshy part of its face up against the proverbial glass, or whatever we want to call it. So close, so far away. You just hear the ones and zeros.
Well, we can postulate as much as we want. It's not going to change the fate of this creature.
If we leave it here, it's probably gonna die.
Right? Let's do it.
We mercy kill it?
Mercy kill it.
All right, let's roll initiative.
Unless I'm gonna double check through my
Let's-
spells.
I'll
but
wait
I
till
really,
somebody does something to it.
I really don't think I have anything for this.
I don't know Benish.
I'll
shit.
roll its initiative as well.
Guess I should.
Just need War and Alexandria.
Guess I really should do my full initiative, but for mercy killing it.
Yeah, it's technically we have to roll initiative. It's not surprised, so if you guys make any act of hostility towards it, it's gonna know and have a chance to act. Just missing Alexandria.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just looking at something. All right, here we go.
Plane shift for you.
Okay, I mean, if you can continue role playing, but this is the order of a fight if it happens. So Edwin would be the first to act in a.
Feel like this is a mercy.
Just kill Mike Wazowski and get it over with.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a mercy killing on this thing. So booming blade.
Okay. make an attack roll.
Wow.
It immediately brings its blade up. Ping! 101001, and immediately, Alexandria, because you're still casting comprehend languages, you hear, "Enemies of law, agents of chaos! I must defend myself."
Yeah, he didn't like that.
That's funny.
That's your action, Edwin, as
Yeah.
it's able to defend itself. Well enough. Your attack was very lackluster. You thought maybe it'd go through, but it does seem able to have some martial competence. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I averaged less than 10 in this game. Tonight. No.
Welcome to the single-digit club, Alex.
I don't feel like I want to use any of my special things. This thing doesn't look particularly dangerous.
Or if you want to do something, you can. Or
Smash it with
or
a hammer.
you can just roleplay. We don't. I mean, this is like initiative for who wants to. I mean, technically now it's a fight, so I would say it's going to now defend itself and attempt to disarm, or I would say it's going. I mean, it's going to attack Edwin. It's going to defend itself.
I will.
So this is
Hit
bullet
it.
time acting.
Let's see. We have 5 of these, so small. I'm not gonna rage, but I will reckless attack. Yeah, I don't have to.
I
rage
rolled a
after that.
1. I have a plus 10 to my attack.
I know.
I'll go from the echo. In
That
16.
hits.
$24.
Your axe goes right through it. And the last thing you guys hear is 101. And as it is split in two, the two pieces ping ping to the floor and immediately turn to ash. A single gem lights up as the doors close.
Ba-da-da-da.
That is where we're going to end our session for the night, gentlemen.
Oh, come on. One more innocent murder.
We will come back to this room and our adventures in the tomb
Souls
at
for the
the
soulmonger.
end of the month. Hopefully, I will have my computer in a place where it should be to be able to play. If not, we still got our 2 sessions and we'll be playing in the month of September. But that is everything. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me. We missed our friend Destin tonight, but hopefully he will be back for more adventure next time we get to play. That is everything. Thank you for joining us over on YouTube. We will see you for the next one. Take care. Bye.